YouTube and TCG fans, this is David here from Cardfight bringing you the one and only, the Blaster Aichi Sendou Legend deck. I want to ask you guys to check out our channel and subscribe for more Vanguard and other TCG videos. So this one is long overdue. I know it's been out for a while, and just like my previous Yu-Gi-Oh video, I am so sorry that this has a delay on it. But it's here, and that is what matters, isn't it? We finally got the box with us, and I can't tell you how excited I am to dive into this. This is the first Legend deck I'm actually gonna actively build and play with. So I'm quite excited. I always wanted Royal Paladins when I first started watching the anime, and by the time I started playing, Gold Paladins were out, and you had Garmor at the time and Blonde Ezel. So I kind of skipped the Royal Paladin kind of era of Aichi, and I went straight to actually I'm going to do this off screen because this plastic is being a bit of a troublemaker. But yeah, so I was quite excited to see that they made this Legend deck, and I was like, you know what, this is my chance at Royal Paladins, the ones I wanted, the actual Blase Blade, Gancelot, Alfred, that's the one, and here it is. So, and I came through with it. So here we go. So obviously with these Legend decks, you have sometimes the luck of getting a exclusive hot stamp card, and let's hope we get that one. So obviously here you get your promos, which are these, and I think this is where your hot stamp should be, but it's not. I think. Okay, so here you have the playmat, which has Aichi and Blase Blade. Yep. So I won't fully open it because it looks more like a poster more than anything. But this is the paper you get, the kind of skin of a dead tree, if you want to look at it a very dark way, or an environmental supporting way. This obviously is your little tactic booklet, this whole row. If you don't know how to play it, it kind of explains to you in a really nice and updated way. So if you ever get into Vanguard, these Legend decks are usually also a very good place to start with. You get this clan card from Aichi, and you get obviously a damage counter plus 5,000 plus 10,000. So that's like, for example, if you get your critical triggers and you go 5,000 to here, 10,000 to here, you can just easily do that with that card, so your opponent can keep up with you. So the first two promo cards that you get along with it is Holy Dragon Religious Soul Saver. Soul Dragon, I was gonna say. I don't know why. I have a thing with dragon. So obviously, it's a generation. Oh my god! It's a G Stride, a generation card. Thank you very much, David. So obviously you have to get rid of 3 grade 3s or greater to call this one on top of your grade 3 for the people who don't know. I'm not going to be pretentious and be like, you guys know what a grade 4 is. So that's what a grade 4 does. It's very thoroughly explained on the card itself. The effect is Counterblast 1 and choose a face down Holy Dragon Religious Soul Saver from your G zone and turn it face up. When this unit is placed on the Vanguard circle, if you have a heart with Blaster in its card name, you may pay the cost, and if you do, choose up to 3 of your units and they get plus 5,000 until the end of the turn. Then if the number of cards in your soul with Blaster in its card name is 2 or more, this card gets plus 1 critical until the end of turn. It's a really good card, so I probably will run 4 of these, or maybe just 2 just for the pushing power, but just keep my options open. But it's definitely not a bad card to start off with. It's a really nice promo to include it. So we're going to start off with this side, which has Alfred on the cover. Very exciting stuff. I love Alfred. I still have an Alfred Liberator deck, which is just beautiful, just beautiful. So you get 4 copies of the one and only Divine Night King, Alfred Holy Saver. So you get 3 regulars and 1 shiny version, and I'll explain to you what this shiny version and all the other ones do. Obviously, again, it's a grade 4. Once per turn, Generation Break 2, Counterblast 1 and choose a face down card with the same card name as this unit from your G zone. Turn it face up, choose a card from your hand and discard it. if you have a heart card with Alfred or Blaster in its card name, choose one of your rear guards with Blase Blade in its card name, and until the end of the turn, it gets plus 3000 and the following effect. Rear guard, during this unit's first battle of this turn, this unit performs Twin Drive, which means that all of your Blaster Blades, which is grade 2 or grade 3s, because you have Blaster Blade Exceed, but they will perform a Twin Drive on the rear guard. That's really good. That's some really good pushing power. So I'm glad they give you 4 of these. It's quite useful to have. You get a lot of grade 4s, guys. A lot of grade 4s. This is really cool. There we go. And the last grade 4 that you can get is Holy Dragon Myriad Soul Saver. 1 shiny, 1 non-shiny. Obviously it's a grade 4 again. And its effect is Soul Blast 3. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if you have a hard card with Alfred or Blaster in its card name, you may pay the cost. And if you do, choose up to 5 of your rear guards and they get plus 5000 until the end of turn. That's a lot of firepower for you right there. So continuing with the grade 3s, I will not go over their effects, but we will give them the proper screening time I feel they deserve. So here we have Blazing Twin Blades Palamedes. Also, what you need to know about Blaster Blade is that Blaster is kind of the key word of this whole deck. As you can see, like those effects, if they have Blaster in their name, or Alfred in some cases. So this deck, if I'm gonna continue to build on it, it will mainly have the Blaster keyword in it. So this one doesn't have it, unfortunately, but this one, which is the grade 2, will do. I see there's grade 3s there as well, so it's going to be a bit of a back and forth, guys. I'm sorry for that, but you get a shiny apparently of each of them. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So Star Hope Trumpeter, you get 4 of these, and this is actually a pretty good one because its effect is Counterblast 1. When this unit is placed on the rear from your hand, if you have a Vanguard with Alfred or Blaster in its card name, you may pay the cost, and if you do, search your deck for up to 1 card, call it to the rear, and it gets plus 3000 until the end of the turn, and you shuffle your deck. So again, as you can see, it's going to be a recurring thing with these cards where it's always about Blaster and Alfred, which is pretty cool. The next one, which is a grade 1, you get 3 of these, Knight of Benevolence Kite, and again, its effect is Generation Break 1. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if you have a unit with Alfred or Blaster in its card name, on your Vanguard or rear guard, this unit gets plus 3000. When this unit is placed on the rear, choose one of your Knight of Virtue Bedivere in the same column as this unit, and it gets plus 2000 until the end of turn. And if you chose a unit, you countercharge. That's really good because most of the decks, especially Blaster Blade decks, have been known to be very counterblast heavy, so it's good to countercharge. Obviously, one of the other favorites of the Royal Paladin and Aichi in general, Little Tactician Maron. And this is the updated version of it as well. And again, Counterblast 1, when this unit is placed on the rear from your hand, if you have a Vanguard with Alfred or Blaster in its card name, you may pay the cost, and if you do, search your deck for up to 1 card, call it to the rear, it gets plus 3000 until the end of the turn, and shuffle your deck. Get only 3 of them. I definitely would run 4 of these. So if you buy a Legend deck, it might be a good idea to get 1 extra of these. Then we continue with our starting Vanguard, which is Blue Scud Barkle. And its effect is Generation Break 1, Counterblast 1, and put this unit into your soul. Search your deck for up to 1 card with Alfred or Blaster in its card name. Reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. Not a bad starting Vanguard. And obviously, what would Royal Paladin be without Lou? And this form a critical trigger. You get 4 of them. And you get 4 healing triggers in the form of Yggdrasil Inheritor Elaine. Also, it shows like how you get 1 shiny version of each of them. That's pretty cool. So I'm going to get rid of these because there's a whole new row coming. There you go. Sorry for this lack of professionalism, guys, I know. There we go. Put it to the side, and now we get to look at the man himself. The new Blaster Blade Exceed, and you do get 4 beautiful copies of it. So obviously Blase Blade used to be only a grade 2, but now we finally get a grade 3. He's finally evolved from his grade 2 madness. Now he's grade 3. So Blase Blade Exceed. Counterblast 1, when your G unit with Saver in its card name strikes during your turn, you may pay the cost, and if you do, search your deck for up to 1 card with Blase Blade in its card name. Reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. And his other effect is Counterblast 1, when this unit is placed on the Vanguard or the rear guard, you may pay the cost, and if you do, choose one of your opponent's grade 1 or greater rear guards and retire it. That's a really good card. Definitely, if you're going to run a Blase Blade deck, you're going to want Blase Blade Exceed. And this is also really cool. You get 2 G Guardians, which is something that I think they really should do. Great Flash Isolt, and it's a G Guardian. So for G Guardians, other than the generation card, like the Stride cards, with Guardians, what you do is basically you discard a healing trigger, and then you can place this one on the guarding circle. And this one's effect is Counterblast 1, when this unit is placed on the guarding circle. If you have a Vanguard with Alfred or Blaster in its card name, you may pay the cost. And if you do, this unit gets plus 5,000 for each of your rear guards until the end of that battle. That's not bad. Definitely not bad. Oh, I remember this one. This used to be just a regular 10k beta. Champion of Silence Gallatin. Oh yeah, it's updated. Generation Break 1 on the guard circle. He gets plus 5,000. That is really cool. And then its other effect is Vanguard or rear guard. If you do not have a unit with Blaster in its card name on your Vanguard or rear guard circle, this unit gets minus 2,000. Obviously, if you're gonna run constant Blaster, then I think you'll be fine. Oh, the next one, Knight of Virtue Bedivere, that works with that other card that we previously saw. Again, same effects with the whole, if your Vanguard is Alfred or Blaster, gets plus 3,000 at the end of the battle. And when this one is placed, choose one of your Knights of Benevolence Kai in the same column as this unit, and it gets plus 2,000 until the end of the turn, and if you choose, use Soul Charge. That's pretty cool. So both of them actually give each other boosts if they're in the same column. That's really cool. And you get 4 of them as well. That's pretty damn awesome. Oh wow. You get 1 Blase Blade, and it's like in a beautiful full art. That is amazing. This card has been my favorite for a long time, and not just because the main character plays, I just really liked the way he looked. And when Vanguard was pitched to me so many years ago, this was what I saw, and I was like, oh, that looks cool. That looks cool. So obviously, Counterblast 2, when this unit is placed on the Vanguard, you may pay the cost, and if you do, choose one of your opponent's rearguard circles and retire it. And on the rearguard circle, you may do that the very same thing. But its effect is, if you do, choose one of your opponent's grade 2 or greater rearguards and retire it. That's really cool. You only get 1 of them, so you're gonna have to go out there and buy 3 more. Then you have Wingal Youth, and you get 4 of these if I remember correctly. Yes, we do. So Wingal Youth is a grade 1. When an attack hits a Vanguard during the battle, if this unit attacked or boosted, look at the 7 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 with Blase Blade in its card name. Among them, put it into your hand, shuffle your deck. If you put a card into your hand, put this unit into your soul. That's pretty cool. Then we go on to the perfect guards that you get, which is Bringer of Divine Grace Epona, which is a critical trigger. That's pretty cool. So it's a Sentinel, obviously. You can tell by the goldenness on the side here. And it's choose a card from your hand and discard it. When this card is placed on the guard circle, you may pay the cost, and if you do, one of your Vanguards that is being attacked cannot be hit until the end of that battle. If there is a Bringer of Divine Grace Epona in your drop zone, counter charge. So if the more you use it, the more you can counter charge every time. That's pretty cool. All right, that's a really cool perfect guard for this deck. Then you get 4 critical triggers in the name of Pink Comet Flogal, obviously one being shiny. And the last one is Margal, which is a draw trigger with an effect. Put this unit into your soul, choose up to 1 of your Royal Paladins, and he gets plus 3,000 until the end of the battle. Until the end of the turn, sorry. I butchered that quote. Alright, so those were the cards. My personal opinion on the whole matter is it worth it? Yes. Is this a good deck? Yes. Should you buy it? Definitely. And if you buy it, this is going to be my shameless plug. See how I smoothly put that in there? If you're gonna buy it, make sure you buy it off of chaoscards.co.uk, which is the best website to get all of these products. I've been a loyal customer for years, and I will remain a loyal customer for years. So make sure you buy it off of them and let them know that, you know, I've sent you. And obviously, not to forget, to top it all off, you get a little deck box, which is pretty damn cool. You kind of fold it together as like a makeshift, your own. I have 2 of these, and to be honest, they're still in perfect working conditions. And I've had one for when I started playing. Yeah, the locals where I bought it from actually gave me one as a sort of like congratulations for starting Vanguard thing. So yeah, it's definitely worth getting. You have Aichi here on the front as well. Blaster and the Alfred on the side is pretty damn cool. So yeah guys, personally I would definitely get out there and buy this, especially if you're a fan of the Paladins. This is a must-have. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching this Legend deck opening. I'm sorry it's so much later than the other Vanguard tubers, but it's here and hopefully you guys like it. And if you guys like it, make sure to smash that like button. And also, before I leave this video, I do want to say, like, I'm very sorry about my recent lack in content. YouTube's kind of platform have changed a bit recently, and some YouTubers have taken a hit, including smaller channels. By no means am I going to use it as an excuse to kind of say like, oh, I deserve more subscribers because I want to make more content or something, which is true. I mean, I want to make more content. That is the part that is true. But I'm gonna try and step up my game, and I will work on this deck as well, and I have loads of other Vanguard deck profiles coming my way, your way even, as well, and loads of other content. But if there's any kind of particular content that you guys want to see, or any specific product you want me to look at, or just anything, any suggestions, they're more than welcome guys, because the more content I can produce for you guys, the more fun it is for the both of us. So please let me know in the comment section below what kind of stuff you want to see or things I can improve on, which will be greatly appreciated. I do read all the comments, so please do let me know. So we're close to 500 subscribers, which means there is going to be a giveaway. So make sure you tell everybody at your locals, your friends, your family, your cousins, everybody who plays that they should subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to be giving stuff back to you guys, which is, to be honest, what we all want. Everybody wants a piece of the pie. So yeah guys, sorry for this political rant at the end of my YouTube. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I honestly appreciate all the support I've been getting. Thank you again, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Do it for the love, yes I do. So you don't care about the money, well yes it's true. And I'm so blessed to be fulfilling my destiny. All material things could mean less to me. Only thing I ever could need